So the diagram was little bit difficult, but at A 3i entering, I and I leaving. At A dash I entering, I by 2 and I by 2 were leaving. At B I was entering, I by 2 and I by 2 was leaving. At D I was entering, I by 2 and I by 2 is leaving. Now at D dash I by 2 is entering from A dash and I by 2 entering from D. So total leaving I. At this B dash I by 2 was entering from A dash and I by 2 was entering from B. So total I. At this C I by 2 was entering from D and I by 2 was entering from B. So again become I. And at C I was entering from this side, I was entering from this side, I was entering from this side. That becomes 3I. So now the diagram is clear. Let us solve this problem. So what is total equivalent resistance and what is the current in each edge or each resistance of the Q? So now we have come to this. Now let us take let us apply Kirchhoff's rule and let us take a closed loop. What is closed loop? A, B, C dash, E, A. So that is closed loop. A, B, C dash, E, A. So let us take this closed loop. So what is this closed loop? So this closed loop is A, B, C dash, E and again A. So this is our closed loop. So let me make this closed loop. What is the closed loop? A, B, C dash, again back to E, back to A. This is our closed loop. This is our closed loop. So we have closed the loop. So now let us see what is in this closed loop. So this is our loop A, B, C dash, E, A. So this is our closed loop A, B, C dash, E and apply Kirchhoff's second rule. So first minus IR minus half IR minus IR plus epsilon is equal to 0. This epsilon is 10 volt, that you know. So let us see this thing is in figure. So how we get this? So this was our closed loop. So I is entering into this and this was 1 ohm. Okay. So this was our closed loop like this, then this, then this and then coming back. So what we get? Minus 1 I. Okay. Minus 1 I. Current is I. Now second resistance is same in the same direction as we going. So minus 1 into I by 2. Third resistance, we are also going in the same direction as the current is going. Now again, so minus 1 I. Here current is again I. Only in this one I by 2. Now we have come along this line and here is the battery. So we are jumping from negative to positive. So that means this potential must be positive. This must be equal to 0. Now calculate I, 2I, 2 and a half I. So that means 2 and a half means 5 by 2 I plus epsilon is equal to 0. In this case we have already calculated epsilon is equal to V. So this is our equation that 5I 5 by 2 IR or 5 by 2 I is equal to epsilon, because we have already taken R is equal to 1. If we had not taken R is equal to 1 or simply put R, so what they have get, they have not put the value of R is equal to 1. So what they get? Minus IR minus 1 by 2 IR, because current was 1 by 2 I into resistance R. In the third one was minus IR. Epsilon was plus because we were moving from negative to positive. So this will be 0. So IR plus IR, 2 IR, 2 and a half IR. So 5 by 2 IR minus, and then this epsilon was plus, is equal to 0. So again taking this epsilon other side, so that also become minus, and minus minus becomes positive. So let me put a plus sign here, so this will become a positive. So 5 by 2 IR is equal to epsilon. So now we have got the equation 5 by 2 IR is equal to epsilon. Now what is the equivalent resistance of the network? R equivalent. So R equivalent, how do we calculate R equivalent? R equivalent is equal to simply epsilon upon 3I. Epsilon upon 3I. Epsilon upon 3I. How? Because current entering the circuit was 3I and current leaving the circuit was also 3I. Instead of taking I, we took 3I. So current entering the circuit or current leaving the circuit was 3I. If you started with I, you would have got a similar answer, but this will be little bit complicated. This would be little bit complicated. Now what we get? R equivalent is epsilon upon 3I. Epsilon upon, sorry, this is epsilon upon 3I. Now what is the value of epsilon? Epsilon is 5 by 2 R. So 5 by 2 R I R. This is the value of epsilon, 5 by 2 IR, and below we have 3I. Okay. So I and I were cancelled. So 5 by 6 R. 5 by 6. 5, 2 into 3, 6 R. So R equivalent is equal to, this is equivalent, is equal to 5 by 6 R. R equivalent is equal to 5 by 6 R, and you know what is R, that means single resistance is 1 ohm. So equivalent resistance of the circuit is 5 by 6 ohm. So the equivalent resistance of the circuit is 5 by 6 ohm because R is equal to 1 ohm. Now let us solve. If epsilon is equal to 10 volt, that we know that battery is 10 volt. So total current in is equal to 3I. Total current in the network is 3I. Now let us solve this thing. So we got epsilon is equal to 5 by 2 IR. So from this equation what we get, epsilon is equal to 10 volt is equal to 5 by 2 I into R was 1. From this I is equal to 10 into 2 by 5, that is 20 upon 5, 4 ampere. I is equal to 4 ampere. 4 ampere I is equal to, they have calculated from R equivalent. From R equivalent if we calculate, what is this R equivalent? This from R equivalent, the total current in the circuit was 3I. So 3I into R equivalent must be equal to 10 volt. 3I total current in the circuit was 3I into R equivalent is equal to 10 volt. So 3 into I, R equivalent was 5 by 6. If you cancel this, this is 2. So 5 by 2 I is equal to 10 volt. Again we get the same result. 5 by 2 I is equal to 10 volt. So we have got again here I is equal to 4 ampere. Now I is equal to 4 ampere, that does not mean that what is the current flowing in each element. Now let us see. So if I is equal to 4 ampere, let us calculate, let us see what is the current flowing in each element. So this current 3I is equal to current in the circuit is 12 ampere because it is 3 times. Here 4 ampere, 4 ampere, 4 ampere. So these 3 are 4 ampere. Now this I by 2, I by 2, I by 2, this I by 2 4 5 6, these I by 2 all R by 2s are 2 ampere, and these again I 4 ampere 4 ampere, and these are all 4 amperes, and current exiting again is 3I, that means 12 ampere. So now we know what is the current at each and every point in this circuit.